Welcome back, my friend. This is Mr. Alan in the world of toys, and this is live. Yes, it's right. Masters of the Universe news. Iman and the Master of the Universe CGI series official images for these new figures of Iman and Master of the Universe figures, guys. And we take a closer look of these figures immediately. No questions about it. Take a look at the first one, my friends. Take a look at this one. The first one, and don't forget to subscribe because later I give you the first look for each figures of this reveal. But this one is the man, and we take a closer look immediately of the packaging. The packaging of his man, Master of the Universe. We can see an artwork from the cartoon. The totally different styles between the other series of Netflix. Also, take a look at this Castle of Grayskull. It's a different version of the Castle of Grayskull, no questions about it. And the packaging, and this is the figure with the sword, huge sword, power attack, with the action feature also on the front of the packaging. And this is the first figure, guys, that we can find in this one. This is Iman with the sword, the figure. Take a look also of the details of the boots. Yes, this belt. This looks like a skeleton belt, this one. It's a little bit weird. And this is the figure with the sculpt of the figure. Is a different concept, no questions about it, of the man right here, my friends. And I don't know if maybe I prefer this one than the evolution, the Master of the Universe. I don't know. Revelation, not evolution. Sorry. Maybe it's better this one. I don't know, my friends. Give me your thoughts about this one. It's different. It's different. It's another type of man, guys. It's not the same man that we remember in the 80s. Still blonde, the only thing stuff, but take a look at this outfit. This outfit is totally different for this man. Later on this channel, a first look. This is just a reveal, but I will give you for each figure a video with the first look. This is the back of the figure. The sword is huge. It's too big in my opinion. It's ridiculous, a sword with this size, guys. It's like I don't know. It's like a joke a little bit. This big sword. It's too big. But this is the new this version of him. And take a look at this. This is interesting a little bit. Man at arms with these helmets. Take a look at this scepter. Yes, they are a little bit futuristic. Remember me a little bit. The Iman series that comes out in the, I believe, late 80s. I never liked that. A little bit futuristic space stuff. This Man at Arms is different. Take a look. Imagine the cartoon. This is the action feature also. A special look of the action feature of these figures. Man at Arms. And this is the figures with his accessories. Take a look at this big globe on one shoulder. It's weird. Look, it's like a futuristic, guys. I don't know, my friends. It's for kids, different target for this new version of Master of the Universe. So obviously it's not for adult collector, in my opinion. It's another different stuff. I don't know why Mattel decided to gave us many different versions of Master of the Universe, like this Man at Arms. And this is Skeletor. We saw some sneak peek before of this one. Skeletor with inside his packaging. It's not bad, but maybe it's not the coolest thing that I ever seen. Maybe I prefer a little bit Skeletor than any man in this line. There is also an action feature. Take a look. The power attack is the gimmick of this line. Skeletor with the evac staff. The design is totally different. I don't know why Skeletor has green hands and the other one is blue. A futuristic, like something in the space, in my opinion. Take a look, another look of Skeletor. This change looks like a different. Nice. The head is the same, but looks like a little bit different. I don't know why. And take a look at the sculpt of these figures. It's not bad, but it's. I still a filmation guy, but maybe I prefer this one to the Revelation because I don't like the action figure of Revelation because they haven't a cartoon accurate, and this is CGI Skeletor, and this is the first playset. It's a snake attack playset, Chaos Snake Attack playset, a little playset. We can see the Skeletor with this. I told you about that later in the other stream with you guys. But this is the snake playset with this big snake skeleton on the top. I can see also there's just the box. But we take a look of this playset. It's very, very basic, this playset, because we have on the top we have this throne for Skeletor. You put Skeletor right here and move this big snake. So it's fun, in my opinion. Still funny, this stuff. This see this big snake. Look at the snake. But maybe this stuff is better for King His character, no? Yes, we know that the Snake Mountain, we have a big snake to surround. There's nothing, but this is the new version. We have this chaos. This is the new version of the Snake Mountain, my friends. Are you kidding me? This is so weird. It's maybe the action figure could be nice, but compare this one with the Snake Mountain, is, in my opinion, it's difficult to make this comparison. And take a look at this new version of Trapjaw. This is the artwork. Also, take a look at the artwork on the box of Trapjaw. Totally different character. The Castle Grayskull. I believe they will do also in the future a playset of Castle Grayskull. Take a look at this Trapjaw. It's difficult, almost difficult to recognize that this guy is Trapjaw because it's totally different, these figures. So I'm not a big fan. I can tell you that, my friends. I'm not a big fan of Trapjaw in this style of Trapjaw. Is not I'm not a complaining guy, so I try to have a good vibe for everything, including from some stuff that are so far from my personal opinion, personal choice, because I'm a filmation guy, so I prefer other type of Master of the Universe with other type of styles. And this look something like this Trapjaw to me is still weird, my friends. No questions about this. Still weird because it's weird. If you compare this Trapjaw with the original one, the original character that everybody, the iconic Trapjaw that we remember in the original show, but also in the original toy line, we have something totally different now for this Trapjaw. No questions about it. And let me know what do you think about this Trapjaw. For example, to me, it's not the Trapjaw that I can love. I difficult that I can love this Trapjaw. Take a look at this. The artwork is different. I mean, you understand if you watch the artwork, for example, that is a show for the kids. There is also pictures for the figures, but take a look. It's not the same. It looks like to see something different, see something that is not a typical Trapjaw that we remember. It's like the old MOTU movie, for example. If you watch these figures and you compare this one with the old one, you cannot stop this stuff because it's too weird, too different. The difference is too big, so it's difficult to accept that. But if you compare if you stop to compare and watch this figure like something new, you make it, you watch that with the, and in your mind says, I don't know what is Master of the Universe, and watch that like something new, maybe you can accept that. But you need to forget what is Master of the Universe, because these figures, for example, this Rapjaw is a totally different figures. It's not the same Rapjaw that we remember. It's not the same. It's another stuff. It's another guy. Call it Rapjaw, but take a look. Yes, we have the green skin tone. We have the red jaw. The red jaw. Okay, the green skin tone for the body. The green skin tone for the face, and blue skin tone from the body. So something a little bit the color of the original Rapjaw, but the figure, the shape, also the arm, the robotic arm is totally different. Another different stuff. It's not the same. You can compare this stuff with with something that we saw before, because they change everything a lot. They change a lot, maybe to satisfy the new audience. We know that this show is related for the young for a young kids crowd. So it's not the same. It's not the same like Revelation or like MOTU Origins. It's something different. But MOTU Origins could be a family stuff. But MOTU Origins is basically, guys, we know, for the old fan, maybe like you and me, guys, because Origins remind a lot of the vintage one. I have other pictures, obviously. It will be later. Don't forget to subscribe, because we'll be later on this channel a first look for each reveals that you can see right now in this live reveals for you guys. And we start with this one, my friends. We continue with this one. And this is Unnamed with the Ground Reaper. The Ground Reaper is a new vehicles, brand new vehicles, because we haven't this version. This stuff is different. It's new. I don't remember a Ground Reaper. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I forgot. But I don't remember a Ground Reaper in the vintage one. Maybe I'm wrong, because maybe I haven't I have a good knowledge, but maybe sometimes I forget something. So maybe I'm wrong, but I don't remember. I don't remember these vehicles in the past. I don't remember this name, Ground Reaper. But you can see that we have is a 2-pack basically, because with this pack you get once again Unnamed figures, but with the Ground Reaper vehicles. So it's a 2-pack Unnamed with the vehicles together. It's a 2-pack. Maybe I don't know what is the price, but I can take a look. Maybe the pack. Yes, I can give you the price also. Maybe I recap later for the price. But for these guys, vehicle pack is $19.99. It's not a big price for a 2-pack with the vehicles, and is available on Walmart from October. On October will be available this vehicle pack, my friends. Inspired by the Master series, this Unnamed and Master Universe 5.5 in action figures are ready for battle. This action figure collection features good and evil warriors of Eternia paired with their iconic vehicles. Figures are articulated, and vehicles feature rolling wheels for even more battle action and storytelling fun. Each figure also have a spring-loaded attack feature. So each figure is also action features, and this stuff remember a little bit also the typical situation for the Master of the Universe action features. There is also pictures of the action features if you prefer a large look of these vehicles, my friends. What do you think about that? It's difficult to me like that, my friends. I honest with you guys, because I'm a Filmation guy, so my favorite ever still Club Grayskull. I'm a big fan of the vintage one, obviously, because they are part of my childhood, and also I'm a big fan of classics one. Obviously, if you love classics one, if you love Club Grayskull, it's difficult love also this stuff, my friends, because looks like weird, because it's different. It's another type of concept of Master of the Universe. But we continue again and take a look at this is a man on this on his vehicles. Looks like a bike. Looks like a bike, a rider with his bike, guys. We take a look at this yellow sword. It's still weird. It's weird. This line. I can't believe why the kids can like that, because it's a kid stuff. Obviously, it's a kid stuff, and you can imagine why, because looks like something just for kid. And if you have a kids, I believe your kids can love it. Obviously, because when I did an interview with Pixel Dan, on this channel you can find 2 interviews with Pixel Dan. Then he told me that his kids loves this version of a CG1 Master of the Universe, because it's a typical kids atmosphere stuff to enjoy Master of the Universe. I think that in general it's cool that continues the legacy of Master of the Universe. Obviously, this version is just for new generation of collectors, of a new generation of kids, and they need something different, because they have a different age, and we understand that, and so the design and this stuff is for that. But for adult collector, I don't care so much for these figures, because you can recognize the character, but they are so different from the original one that we know so well. And this is another look, another pictures of another shot of these vehicles. Take a look. Looks like weird, because these figures are big arms, big arms with a tiny body and a big sword. So it looks like a little bit ridiculous, these figures, because of the proportion. But I know that is obviously, if you watch these figures, you understand that the proportion. This weird proportion are a choice. They did a choice maybe to create some fun also in the shape of the characters. I believe for that, to the kids watch a character like that and start to have some empathy, or maybe try to like them because they are ridiculous, maybe because of that, because they are fun. They have this weird shape, big sword, big arms, tiny body. So take a look at the waist of this man. The waist of this man is so small if you compare the waist with this huge arm, huge shoulder. Guys, it's weird, no questions about it. And this is Skeletor with this vehicle, because Skeletor looks like bikers, a fight between the 2 bikers, guys. And the version of the Skeletor, there's something a little bit different, I believe. And this is called this is a Skeletor with these vehicles, and this vehicles is called. I have not pictures for the packaging. I don't know. I don't think. But this vehicles is the vehicles of Skeletor, and this I don't know. There's no official information about the price, but I believe many of that are on Walmart, available on Walmart. Some of them, of these reveals, are available on Walmart, and some of them not. Some of them haven't information until now for the price. But don't forget, guys, to subscribe, because on this channel will be more news and more videos for this. I give you later a first look for each figures that you can see right now. So like and subscribe, because will be more for these figures today. And also when I get more information, I will make a new stream to talks about these guys, this line for action figure of Master of the Universe CGI. So activate the notification bell to to enjoy more for that. But speaking of that, for this figure, for this, it's weird to watch that Skeletor on his own bike, and at the same time, Skeletor on his own bike, and at the same time watch the E-Man, both guys on a bike. It looks like a little bit funny, maybe a little bit also, but also weird. And this is another pictures of this Skeletor version on this bike, and still weird, guys. No questions about it. Still weird also on this other side. I understand that the youngster, the kids can like that, can love that. This version of Master of the Universe, because you can wonder that the kids can like that. Kids can like this stuff. Take a look. I give you a better look for the sculpt. They have a own personal style. Take a look at the bones. This part is a two bones, but obviously they are more like just a toys than an action figures to collector. And still, I don't know why Skeletor has a one end is green. I don't know what happened, but maybe this is a bones end, because the bones has this weird shape. Everything looks like futuristic. I'm curious a little bit to understand what is the show for that, because it's interesting to understand what happened for this show, for this different shape, different style, but the design is different. No questions about it. It's totally different, guys, and it's difficult also to accept a little bit, because we have me and you guys, we have a different Master of the Universe in our mind. So when you watch that, you watch something weird, but I try to have a good vibes. I'm not a complaining guy, because we talked about toys, action figures, and I prefer have a good vibe for everything. But obviously, I can say you that this is the best Master of the Universe stuff that I ever seen. No, because I'm not a liar, guys. But I continue to give you some sneak peek for this stuff. We saw that before also on this channel. If you follow this channel, the Battle Armor E-Man packaging. There is also the features Battle Armor E-Man. We saw that before, but not everything. And for that, also for these figures, maybe there is some information. I take a closer look about information about the Armory Man, if there is some information, because I don't see now something about, but I believe that also this one will be available on Walmart. There's nothing official about where you can find this if you want this. I don't know how many of you wants this stuff, but I believe also all of these figures will be on Walmart. Maybe not Walmart exclusives. I hope no, if you want that. Take a look at this. Look, it's like Disney. Take a look at the face of the character in the cartoon. It's more Disney style, this E-Man, than the Revelation. Revelation has something that remember in the beginning, especially a little bit, the Filmation one. Filmation one, to me, is still the best show ever, guys. There's no match. No show can be better than the Filmation one, but this one is, remember me, Disney stuff. It's more Disney than every other Master of the Universe line that we saw until now. This is the more Disney looks like version, in my opinion. Speaking of the shape of the characters, like and also the face of the man, if you watch this face right here, remember me, something that if you watch that and you don't know this man, you can imagine that this guy is a new character created by Disney, I believe. And this is the figure. Along with these accessories, we have the armor, and the underneath we have a different armor than, because the other version has helmets, green helmets. With this armor and with these elements and this stuff, looks like almost a different character, a little bit. Almost. Not a different character, but a little bit something different. So this is what happened with when you got this pack. You get also these accessories, including this helmet. And I give you also a little closer look of the accessories. Take a look. The paint job is not it's simple. It's basic. It's typical for toys for kids. And this is E-Man with this armor, my friends. Also with the elements. Looks like weird also see E-Man with an armor like that, guys. No questions about it. Looks like a little bit weird. Again, my friends, because there's something weird in this line in CGI. Something weird, something maybe comic, funny comedy a little bit because of the shape of these characters, because they have a weird proportion, big body, big upper body, tiny chest, tiny waist, big upper body, tiny legs, big strong arm, huge accessories. So they are a little bit weird, no questions about these figures. But the kids can enjoy that, in my opinion, my friends. I believe that. And this is another shot of E-Man with this version with the armor. And give you also a better look for the armor. Take a look. This is the armor of E-Man. It's weird. This looks like, I don't know, what is this guy? If you watch these guys and you don't know that it's a new version of E-Man, you think that this guy is E-Man, my friends? I don't think. Not to me. It's difficult to recognize E-Man in this guy with this red armor. It's difficult to believe that this guy is E-Man, in my opinion, because it's different. It's not the typical E-Man that we saw before. It's something different. It's something different. Remember, it's difficult to compare this stuff with other stuff because especially for the proportion of the character, the size of the size of the arms is huge arms. So they looks like comedy stuff a little bit. I believe there will be many comedy scenes maybe in this line because of the stuff. This E-Man armor, battle armor E-Man looks like something totally different. No questions about it. And we know that if you watch that, you can believe that. You can believe that could be possible. Many funny moments with the characters and many comedy stuff. To laughing, to give some smiles to the kids. I believe that because it's a kids show. And I can understand why, because if you watch the shape of the figures, the paint job, you understand that, my friends, that is something different. Something different that never saw before for MOTU fan like you and me, guys. And this is another E-Man versus the package of this other E-Man. The package, the artwork is not bad, but this is another E-Man. Maybe it's a little bit bigger. Looks like different of the shape because I saw on the web that also you have different. There is a large E-Man and a larger version. So there are two different versions of E-Man, I believe. And one is 8.5 inches figures. And looks like different the shape of these guys. No questions about it. A little bit. Pictures also. Yes, a little bit. This looks like another version. This is another version. Because it's a 8.5 inches tall. So they create also another version The proportions are a little bit better, but take a close look once again. The size of the arms. The arms looks like weird. Weird. Looks like a joke a little bit. The arms, because of the size of the arms, are not natural. If you remember for example, in the cartoon of the Filmation, the proportion, the anatomy of the body was perfect in the cartoon of Filmation one. Also, the vintage one, the proportions are good in the vintage one or the origins, but in this one, guys, where is the proportion? These arms are huge. It's too big, this arm, in my opinion. Why they decide to put this huge arm on a man? Looks like a little bit weird, no questions about it, my friends. You can enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe some of you, if you like something different, could be possible. Your kids, if you have kids, I believe they will enjoy that, because basically is a typical kids. This figure. I give you also a better look for this to take a look of the paint job. Is simple. Is just a toy, in my opinion. It's not like the classics one. The Master of the Universe classics were a piece of art, in my opinion. Piece of art, the Master of the Universe classics. It's impossible to compare this man of MOTU classics man, for example, guys. It's impossible. Totally different style, character. You can't compare that with the classic man, guys. I'm honest with you. But your kids can love it. Your kids can love it. This man with this huge arm and tiny head. Take a look at the chest, the waist. The waist is so small compared to this huge, beefy arm. It's a weird stuff. The shape is weird. It's weird, but it's for kids, guys. We need to also to understand that it's not a line for a adult collector. It's a line created for kids, and the kids will love so much, in my opinion, this line. The adult collector that loves the man from the beginning, I don't think so. It is a question for the toys of a time gone by. Do you know when this will be coming out? Not interested in collecting this, and they are some big figures, yes. And some of them, not all of them, the toys of a time gone by, will be available on Walmart on October 1st. But not all of them, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only 5 of them will be available. The playset of Snake Mountain for $29.99. The MOTU Origins large E-Man figures for $19.99 on Walmart on October 1st. E-Man vehicles pack for $19.99 on Walmart October 1st. E-Man large action figures on October 1st on Walmart on $12.99. And E-Man Master Universe, the figure with a normal, not larger. The other one, E-Man, is a $9.99 on October 1st on Walmart. So all of them on Walmart on October, my friend. Thanks to enjoy the stream, by the way. And this is the bigger version of the same character, basically. This E-Man right here. And the price a little bit bigger, the proportion may be a little bit better, because the other one looks like so weird. No questions about it, my friends. I have another pictures, I believe, for you. Yes, this is the back of the figure of this. Take a look at the sword. This gigantic sword is ridiculous. In my opinion, this gigantic sword of E-Man is ridiculous because it's bigger than E-Man, my friends. It's difficult also to understand. Oh, yes, he can all that we saw before. but it's weird. It's weird because it's ridiculous. This stuff, this weird. But I believe that the kids that watch this man start to like because also this ridiculous proportion, in my opinion, is one of the things that maybe can give a good hype for the youngster. This weird proportion of the characters because are weird, super weird, in my opinion. And the size of the sword, the proportion of the body, everything is weird in this line. And is maybe that also the obviously is a choice. They do that because they want to do that. Yes, you're right, my friends. eBay is awful. And also Walmart is tough. I agree with you also because get the figures on Walmart is not easy. It's not easy, my friends. I agree with you. And this is another Man at Arms because we have two versions of Man at Arms. And this one is like Man at Arms without his face. Take a closer look of this other Man at Arms. The other one you can see underneath the helmet a little bit the face, but in this one you can see the face. It's almost impossible to see the face of these Man at Arms figures. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe there's something in the storyline that we don't know about this version of Man at Arms. I don't know what happened in the story of Man at Arms because why we have this Man at Arms without his face. It's difficult to understand why they put a version of Man at Arms without his face. Why? Big question. Why? Why, Mattel? Why? I don't know, guys. But this is the figure inside the box because you can see a little bit the face underneath in the design, in the artwork. But in the figures, there's nothing about the face. And there is another pictures. Take a look at these other pictures. You can see me like John Cena, guys. You can see the face of Man at Arms right here, guys. I don't know why they made this choice. They made two versions of Man at Arms and this other one without the face underneath the helmet because there's not the face. There's no face underneath. So it's a little bit weird that, no questions about it. But this is the version that they shows to us. They put in the line this one and the other one. If you prefer Man at Arms with the face underneath, this is the other one version that they show you before. If you prefer this one, a little bit enigmatic, this is enigmatic Man at Arms without the face. Take a look at the arms for Man at Arms. Man at Arms are a little bit normal, but the armor is too huge, especially for the right shoulder. For the right shoulder, is too big, in my opinion. There is another comments from Rob. I don't like this Revelation line for some reason. The Origins line is more. Yes, I can agree with you. But this one is not Revelation, Rob. This is the CGI, another series of Master of the Universe on Netflix, but it's not related with Revelation because we have three line of Master of the Universe. I understand your point of view, the toys of the time going by. But Rob, is not the same. It's something different. It's a Master of the Universe CGI, and it's not the same of the Revelation. It's another show. A show for the kids, this one. A show for the kids. And they made two shows on the Revelation, and this one is the show for the kids. And this is another version of Skeletor, my friends. The color of the armor is different. The artwork, I can like the artwork for this Skeletor a little bit, the art box of Skeletor. is not bad. It's not bad in my opinion, the artwork, but I can't like these figures. But don't forget to subscribe because later, first look for each figures that you can see right now in this stream, my friends. The artwork is not bad, but the figure still with this weird proportion also for Skeletor. Take a closer look. Once again, take a look. Tiny waist, tiny legs, big arms. Is a bone. One of his arm is bone, a bone's arm. I don't know why. Maybe not the full arm, but a part of this arms is a bone's arm, my friends. Still weird in my opinion, guys. If you are, but I understand why they do that. They create 3 versions. Now they put on the online. They create free version of Master. We have free version of Master Universe, free toy line. They remember that they stop Master of the Universe William Stout collection. They stop Club Grayskull, 2 of my favorite line. They stop classics and they do this 3 line. MOTU Origins, I like it. This CGI and the Revelation stuff. They put all this stuff, my friends. Free line, free toy line, my friends. They put free toy line on the market to replace the 3 old one, classics, Club Grayskull, and William Stout. They replace something awesome with this stuff, guys. Remember that. Remember that. And once again, I'm not a complaining guy. I try to have a good vibes. But guys, I have this stuff instead of Club Grayskull or William Stout or classics. Come on. We get me back at the old stuff. But there is the toy business, the thinking of the toy business is different. We know that because they, especially a big line, like a big company like Mattel, the mission is make money. So they want that. Make money is their mission, not make something special like Club Grayskull, like William Stout collection, piece of art, or classics. This stuff is different. And it's typical for kids. It's just for kids. This stuff is just for kids. Obviously, you can, the kids maybe can like that. And now we have this one. What is this character? There's no name for this character. It's a female character, but there's no name. Unnamed figure, my friends. Revealed, but is an unnamed figures, my friends. I don't know what is this girl, because it's a female. I remember, I understand this is a female, but there's no name for these other characters. And there's still a mystery, this character, because she hasn't a name, she hasn't something new. Like, for example, also in the Revelation, they put the Andra, remember, the black girl in the show, something like that. Also on this line, in this show, I believe that. But I still don't know why they create these new figures, new character, created for this new show of Masters of the Universe, my friends. And this is all. But I give you a recap also. We can talk again because I saw more of you still on the stream. So I continue a little bit for you guys to understand, to have a reaction. It's a live reaction of these new figures. But also don't forget that coming soon today, later on today, will be more for this stuff, because they will do more videos for first look for each figure you can see right now in this stream, in this live reaction together. And these figures is an unnamed figures until now. She hasn't a name. I give you a closer look of this stuff. The design, remember the others, so I understand that she's a female a little bit. It looks like a little female, like a baby, a child, maybe a little bit. But she hasn't a name, and she hasn't an official rule until, because will be another show. It's not Revelation. It's another show that will be on Netflix. And this is the figures that we saw right here, guys. But it's time to give you also a recap for that, a little bit also a recap, because, guys, obviously, I'm trying to give a better look also of me. These figures are different. If you love the vintage one, if you love Grab Grayskull, if you love classics, if you love and also the original, my friends, not only Grab Grayskull, but also if you love classics one and old stuff, you can't love this, because they are totally different. It's not the same. It's not the same that we remember for a while when we were a kid. So we need to have a different point of view to accept that. Yes, good point of view. The toys of a time gone by. I'm agree with you for that. Yes, I'm agree with you, my friends, because it's right. What do you mean it's right? I'm agree for that. Today is a different era, and with different technology. You imagine that when we were a kid, have that when we were a kid, where yes, the kids of today are lucky because of technology and the toys. So I'm agree with you for your point of view for that, my friend. You're right, no questions about it. And I believe that the kids can love it, can love this stuff, in my opinion, because of the style of the figures, of the shape. Is absolutely the target is absolutely the kid. Is created for these figures are created for them, I believe. I'm sure we knows that, and I know that everybody knows that. So I believe that the kids will love that because they are created for them. The vibes is typical for the kids, for these figures. So I believe that they will like that. So, new Master of the Universe for the kids, my friends. And this is Man, my friends. I give you a better look also of the packaging of this Man action features. They did a different version of Man in the same time, my friends. Also in this line, a bigger scale, a smaller scale. I don't know. I'm curious to understand what happened with Scareglow in this line. If will be Scareglow, but I believe that it will be in the line. But I'm still curious to understand what happened to Scareglow in this line, because they change a lot the shape of many characters, including of many. We talked about earlier. But I will show you again the other figures. Also, Trap Jaw, different shape, minute arms. This is another view of a man. They change a lot the shape of these guys, these figures. They are different, and is different for different target for a different era. CGI is absolutely a different era of Master Universe, more than Revelation, because Revelation still a related show for the Filmation one. Yes, with not the same results, with not the same quality of the show, obviously, but is related. This one, I believe, is not related. I believe also the story. I believe also that the story still is not still different. The story will be different, not still will be different, and not related, guys, because of the something different the character. So I can believe there will be something different also in the show. However, guys, thank you so much to enjoy this stream together. And don't forget, my friends, before to say goodbye, to like, share on social media, leave a comment, subscribe, and activate the notification bell, because I will do today more videos. First look for each 4 or for each 8, 9 reveals of this line today. So don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe. And so long, everybody. Good. See you later, my friends, today. Don't go away.